one thing that I'm not bringing into 2026. It's my credit card statement. So here's my no spend 2026 list. Where's here all of the things that I will not be spending money on this year. Starting off strong with parking tickets. I am very embarrassed for the amount of money that I spent on parking tickets this past year. I honestly probably could have put a down payment on a house with that money. Mark my words, I will not be getting a single ticket this year. Spending $8 on coffee is not normal. So I will be becoming my own barista and only buying coffee on special occasions or treating myself after a good accomplishment that is not just leaving my house. Subscriptions. I fall victim to the free trials every single time, and then I always end up forgetting to cancel them, and then my card just got charged for a whole year subscription to a random app that I will never use. Cheap clothing that falls apart. I definitely feel like my frontal lobe is developing because I'd much rather invest my money in better quality pieces that are going to last me much longer than getting the cheaper option that I can only wear a few times before it's completely destroyed. Beauty services. Prices are insane, and I'm realizing how easy it is to do the exact same service at home for a fraction of the price. Shopping at the drugstore like it's the dollar store. I will walk in for one item and then end up dropping $100 on new makeup that I don't even need. And finally, not buying any new products until I have completely finished the old one. So that is my no spend list for 2026. I feel like this is the year that we're all going to become financially stable, stop making such impulsive purchases, because I kid you not, if I actually stick to this list, I might become a millionaire or at least save an insane amount of money.
I'm $15,000 in consumer debt, and I am doing a no spend 2026. Now, that doesn't mean that I won't be spending any money, but that means that I will only be spending money on the essentials and necessities for majority of 2026. So here are my rules and what I will not be spending my money on in 2026. In 2025, I spent a lot of money, like in the thousands, on eating out and dining and fast food, and that is probably one of my biggest money eaters, is eating. So that will be the first thing that I'm cutting out. The second thing is grocery delivery. In addition to eating out, I became obsessed with getting my groceries delivered to my door, so that is something that we are going to be cutting out as well. The next thing is going to be non-essential Amazon orders. Now, I deleted the app off of my phone a long time ago, but I still am logged in on my mobile browser, so I'm going to be logging out of that as well and only using Amazon for the essential items, not anything that I just want to spend on. The next thing is gas station snacks, and this is really embarrassing to admit, but for my commute to work, I would stop at the gas station and get like a Red Bull and some snacks, and honestly, like, that has eaten up a lot of my money, and so I gotta cut that out. Next thing, another embarrassing thing is Candy Crush tokens. We gotta stop that. The next thing is new clothes, with the exception of being if my body changes and I need to get new clothes, whether I'm bigger or smaller or whatever. I am on a weight loss journey, so I'm hoping that I can get clothes when I'm smaller. But yes, no new clothes unless it is absolutely necessary. My strategy for all of this is to limit my social media scrolling and to actually clean up around me. I feel like if you live in a messy environment, you often spend more money because you can't find the things that you are looking for. And then social media scrolling, there's just so much influencing going on, so much capitalism. So yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. Comment below if you're doing a no spend 2026, and I would love to.
At this point, I am really starting to believe that I'm an old lady trapped in a 26-year-old's body. Because what do you mean? I woke up this morning absolutely buzzing that the snow was still there, so that meant that my plans for the day were cancelled. Me and Luke were supposed to be going to the ball ring because Luke, how dare he, is leaving me to go to Poland for a week next week. I can't be too annoyed though because it is my dad's 60th birthday trip, and I am kind of glad that they all get along nicely. This was actually our last opportunity to go shopping, but I didn't want to chance it because I happen to have an electric car. And if you have one, you will know how dog shite the battery is in the winter. And I'm not sure that anybody else finds this with theirs, but when the roads are icy, you just feel like you don't have much control. I tried it last year, but the conditions were nothing like what they are at the minute. Like, this is the most snow that I've ever seen in my adult life. But anyway, at least staying in gave us a good excuse to crack on with doing a task I've been putting off forever, which is taking the pictures to sell all of the clothes that I sorted out about 6 months ago now. Because when I say this stuff is taking over my spare room, honestly, I mean it. I think I have over 500 items to list. And I am proud of us because we got through a good chunk of the stuff. Like, we've took pictures of everything that was under the spare bed. We do have 2 wardrobes full left, but anyway, that's a problem for another day. And that is because my sister and her boyfriend asked us if we wanted to go out for dinner tonight. No, I had zero intentions of leaving the house, but when they said that they were going to drive, I said to myself, do you know what, Olivia, you can't be acting like an OAP all the time. Just stuff it and get ready, go out. I know I've said this before, but at some point I will actually film that makeup and hair tutorial. Surprisingly, quite a few people have asked now, and I will do 1 when I'm not in a rush, and 2 when I learn not to pull those weird faces. I also could do with some work on the camera angles. You might be thinking, Olivia, this is not something somebody who is doing no spend would be doing, but guys, Luke is paying for this, so it doesn't count. There's a loophole everywhere if you look hard enough. I know I also said that I wasn't going to be eating out or getting a takeaway, and I don't really have any justification for that one. Stupid me thought it'd be a good idea to dive all days to bring out the brand spanking new Ugg boots, but anyway, after nearly going arse over 10 times wearing them, we made it to Soho Tavern. Food as always was 10 out of 10, and then when we got home I went on my walking pad because I was determined to hit at least one of my goals today. And that was it. Bye.
Hey guys, this is my no spend rules for 2026. And I know that we're already like a couple days in, actually 5 days into 2026, but my life has been like so busy, so I'm finally like sitting down back in my room in Springy and filming this video. So here are my rules for no spend 2026. Okay, my first rule of no spending 2026 is no door dashing. I do have in parentheses here besides groceries at times. Like if I'm like so uber busy to go to the grocery store, I do tend to DoorDash like Aldi's. And so I feel like that to me is fine. However, we're not DoorDashing Taco Bell. We're not DoorDashing Chipotle. Like if I want food, I can get out and go and get it. Okay, my next rule of no spend 2026 is that I'm going to start participating in Project Pan. So no buying new products until all of mine are used up and gone. And I'm thinking about doing like another video about like what the products that I need to get rid of, and then like maybe do like updates throughout the year. I know I've been really seeing those all over my For You page, and I feel like that's so fun because I have a lot of, especially like body washes and like skincare. Like I feel like it would be like really good to like reflect on the beginning of the year versus the end of this year. So okay, this one is hard for me, but no new clothes. I just went shopping. I have no room in my closet. Like, I really don't need anything. So, no new clothes, no 26. I am going on a trip this year, so I feel like that's like a little bit, oh, sorry guys, a little bit of an exception. But other than that, like, we're not buying any new clothes. Okay, I thought last one was going to be tough. This one is definitely going to be tough for me because if you know me, I love me a fun drink. I love me a coffee, a matcha, a drink from 7 Brew. Dr. Pepper, love a fun drink. However, this is my fourth rule is no more fun drinks when I'm sad. Sorry, I just needed a moment. But I feel like, especially like when I'm like having a bad day, like I'm not saying like a pick me up is like, that's okay. However, I just feel like any inconvenience in my life, I'm like, oh, let's get a Starbucks drink. Oh, let's do this. Let's do that. Like, let's get this. Like, and I feel like that, not doing that can save me so much more money. I feel like I'm going to try to replace, like, the idea of getting a fun drink when my life is a little bit inconvenient to something else that's, free. So, like, maybe going on walks or, like, listening to music or, like, getting into, like, new hobbies instead of purchasing a fun drink just to cheer me up. I feel like once in a while, like, that's okay, but when I'm talking about, I did that every single day. Not every single day, but, like, almost every single week. Like, that's not okay. Like, there's so much money. Like, that could have been saved, okay? Okay, kind of, like, piggyback off of that is no getting food or drinks alone. Like, I will not go out to eat unless, like, someone else is with me and we're, like, celebrating something or if we're, like, catching up and spending time together. But I don't need to go out to eat, like, by myself. Like, I have food at home. I have groceries. Like, I need to use the food that I've already bought instead of buying new food that's bad for me. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So, like, no getting food or drinks alone. Okay, last, and this is going to be, like, my, like, all-around rule for when I do want to go out and, like, go, like, shopping for stuff. If I still want it after 30 days, I'll buy it. Because I feel like I am such a victim to, like, buying stuff because it's, like, trendy or, like, makeup trends or, like, whatever. But it doesn't always either, like, the trend dies out and it's like not a good product or like not a good style of clothing on me. So if I don't like it after 30 days of seeing it, thinking about it, still wanting it, we're not gonna buy it. Okay guys, that is my rules for no spend 2026. Bye, I love you.
It's the best time to start.
Not tomorrow. Not next week.
Not until next month.
Not next year. You have to start
Right now.
Get out there and chase your dreams. Find adventure.
Anyways, I'm going to be trying to have a no spend 2026. I saw another creator doing this. I'll tag her below for credit. But as someone who is going into her 20s and saving up for a house, I thought there was no better time for me to have a no spend 2026. It's like trying to spend as minimal as possible. I've never done one of these before. I kind of came up with my own rules. Let me know what you think. Okay. Number 1, 30-day waiting period for any clothing purchase. Hear me out here. I have so many clothes, and I think waiting 30 days kind of defeats the purpose of like micro trends, because in 30 days, something might not be as popular as it is in the moment when I'm like obsessed with it. In 30 days, I might be like, ew, why did I ever want that? If I still love it after 30 days, I genuinely love it for the piece, and then I think it's kind of valid to buy it. Okay, number 2, no food delivery apps. If I am that hungry for a specific food, I can go out and get it. And if I don't go out and get it, then I don't want it that bad. I don't really use food delivery apps anyways. I've got all the kind of food around me, so I do kind of just go through drive-thrus. Anyway, no purchases after 9 p.m. Obviously, this excludes foods and like outings and drinks and whatever. But if I'm just in bed, like scrolling, see something on Pinterest, it's like 10 p.m., I'm half awake, half asleep, and see something I like and go to buy it, not allowed. No purchases after 9 p.m. Okay, this one I think is really important, and I try and do this in my everyday life now, but I'm going to try it even harder. No purchasing items that duplicate an existing function. So like if I have one black jumper, that's the black jumper function kind of cut out. I think as a girl, this is especially hard because boys, you know, like a pair of jorts is just a pair of jorts, but like for girls with jeans, like I want a light wash jean, I want a dark wash jean, and I want a black jean, you know what I mean? So I think it's a little bit more difficult, but I'm going to try and implement this as best as possible, like, but we'll see. Okay, replacement only on makeup. If you know me, I have
so much makeup is actually quite disgusting. Like, I'm really ashamed of myself in a way because it's really giving overconsumption core. But in my defense, I do get sent a lot of makeup and then I just don't know what to do with it. I try and give as much away to my friends, but if I've tried it, I don't want to give it away, whatever. So replacement only, no new makeup in 2026. No freaking jewelry. I have all the jewelry in the world. You can see right now my rings stacked out. I don't need any more jewelry, so absolutely none is being purchased in 2026. Obviously this is excluding if something breaks or needs to be repaired or something like that, but no new jewelry pieces. This one I already do. Don't buy anything that's not an immediate yes. Like, if you're not 100% sure about something, if you're like, oh, it's cute, but like, no, you're not getting it. Immediate yes is only, I do already do this, but I thought I would write it down because it's like, I live by it. If I'm in somewhere and I'm not 100% certain that I absolutely love it, not getting it. This one, I'm going to be really, really strict on myself. I'm not at the gym 3 times a week for 2 weeks in a row, cancel membership. So obviously I'm giving myself like a week. If I'm sick or something and I don't go 3 times in a row, that's fine. But if I do it again the second week, nah. We're done. Obviously, there's circumstances to all of this. Like, if I'm really sick, if I've broken a bone, then laugh. But I'm trying to be more conscious with my spending. And the gym, like, I was just away for 3 weeks. The gym was taking $35. It was unnecessary. I was away. I could have paused it for that time. Like, I can even just pause it. I don't need to cancel the membership, but I can just pause it. Anyways, that is my current rules for no spend.
After New Year, I'm doing no spend January to try and get ahead of saving money this year. Saving money and budgeting is one of my biggest goals for 2026. So I think this is really going to help get me in the right mindset with my finances and how I view budgeting. In this journal, I wrote down my rules and regulations for my no spend January. So let's go through it together. Obviously, we have some essentials, gas, groceries, and gym stuff. It typically costs me about $55 to fill up my card. If I steal my boyfriend's Costco card, then I can get it down to about $45 or $50, and I fill up about once a week. So for the month of January, I'm giving myself an allowance of $180 for gas, and I can cut back on farther drives that are unnecessary. I typically spend about $300 a month on groceries. For the month of January, if I just stick to the basics, I'm going to give myself a $200 allowance. For my gym stuff, I have a basic membership at EOS, which is like $11. I also have a ClassPass membership. Current ClassPass membership costs me $69. I am going to change that to a smaller membership, which costs $39 a month. So I'm saving $30 there. Not going to account for my rent or my car insurance. Those are kind of my bigger bills, and I'm just not going to include that in this. We have one problem. I'm buying a High Rocks ticket to participate in the High Rocks this year. I'm committed to the High Rocks, and I'm not going to skip it just because I'm doing like no spend January, obviously. What I mean by no spend, I'm not going to be excessively shopping. I'm also doing dry January, so there will be no liquor or wine. Ultimately, I really just want to stick to my plan. I want to stick to my budget. I think even with paying for my High Rocks ticket, I'm still going to be saving a ton of money by doing no spend January. I'm definitely going to be posting updates with the categories and kind of where I'm at with my budget, inviting you guys to come along with me. I'm super excited. I think it's going to be a really good way to kick off the new year. So follow along for more, and I'll definitely be posting updates.
No better month than January to do a no spend month. Class is about to commence, and this is a girl's guide to no spend January. Now, I would call myself a seasoned no spender. I have taken on these challenges quite often, and it actually has reframed my spending habits. It's rewired my brain and my whole dopamine system to saving money instead of spending it. So first of all, we really need to get into the why we do no spend months. So why do I do no spend months? I turn to a no spend month when my spending feels a little bit out of control. I'm not happy with the progress I'm making towards my money goal. When I start feeling a little bit too easily influenced to part with my money. No spend months, I think, are just a perfect way to reset your money habits. But here's the key. You need to figure out what a no spend challenge looks like for you, which takes us nicely onto step number 1, which is creating your own rules. Now, every spending challenge needs some boundaries. To start, you need to identify your problem areas. So for me, they are impulse spending. I see something I like on social media, it's at my house the next day. It's takeaways and going out for dinner when I've not been organised and not meal planned my week. And it's nipping out to get coffees from Gales, from Pret, when I've got a perfectly good coffee machine right at home. So now you know my problem areas, here's a glance at what my rules might look like. So what's allowed? Essentials like bills, food, and necessary transport are obviously allowed. I want you to still pay your bills and live a normal life. What's also allowed, because I am a sinking fund queen, any planned for and budgeted expenses. For example, if I've already booked to go and see my friend in January, I'm not going to blow off the whole month just because I have that one plan. That's already budgeted for because I have a travel sinking fund. Same with birthday presents. I've got a gifting sinking fund which I will use, and that will not affect my no spend month. Now let's move on to what's not allowed. So obviously, impulse spending. Every time I see something I want, I'm going to write it down in my notes and write down exactly how much it is next to it. Then once we get to the end of the month, I'm going to review it and see how much money I would have spent mindlessly. Next is obviously no coffees out. I've got a perfectly good coffee machine right there. I've got my travel cup I can take on a walk and get that dopamine hit from there. And finally, obviously, no takeaways. I'm going to be really good at sticking to my food budget, and I'm going to meal plan so everything is organized and I've taken care of everything. It's time to create our no spend budget. I like to picture this as a stripped back version of my budget. I still pay into my sinking funds because I know that money is going to get spent at Christmas for traveling, whatever. ever. But once we've created our budget, I'm going to track against it and keep myself accountable. And top tip, your rules will not be the same as mine, and they don't have to be. Take a look at your own problem areas and tailor those rules to them. And now is the hard part. We're going to stick to it and we're going to save our money. Go back to your why and figure out the goal that you're saving this money for. Is it to top up your Christmas and gift fund? Is it to top up your emergency fund? Is it to pay down debt? Whatever you have, this is what's going to keep us focused and determined and motivated on our no spend month. So if you're joining, drop a comment and I'll help keep you accountable throughout the month.
Everybody doing on no spend January? I have not updated mine in a while. I did have a no spend day on the 5th, and then I had 2 spending days. So let's talk about it. I'm gonna mark them as spending days because I did not plan on spending, and why that's okay. And I'm gonna continue going. Little brother and I went and got tattoos on the 6th, which I had planned, which actually was his Christmas gift. So that I'm not really like counting toward my spending, even though I did spend money. But I also got us food. I bought us dinner after our tattoos, and I spent money, which was fine. I like planned on it. I texted my brother, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna buy you lunch afterward. But I kind of wasn't planning anyways. So it's a spend day, and it's fine. It's fine. We need to add a little color to our calendar. Anyways, 7th, I didn't spend any money. 8th, I did spend money again, and it was not planned. I bought membership for the YMCA, which yes, I wasn't planning on doing at this moment in time. So I'm going to mark it with red. I'm going to be honest with myself, honest with you guys. But I think the membership was $75 a month. And then it comes with like 90 minutes of free childcare every time you go. And there's like swim lessons and classes and whatever. So I was like, you know what? I am going to sign up for this. So yeah, it was a spending day, but I think it was like worth spending the money on. Today will be a no spend day, the night. So that's what we have it looking like right now. That's not that bad. I know this week, not great. Not great, but you know
Hi,
what?
I'm Caitlin. I'm a shopaholic doing no spend January, and this week I saved $530 doing this challenge, so let's talk about it. If you've seen my other videos, then you know that I have a bunch of rules that I set for myself this month as I'm doing no spend January. The first being around groceries, coffee, and takeout. I don't want to go above $393 per week, and last week I spent $182, meaning that I moved $211 into my savings account last week. Another rule that I have for myself is that if I see something I want to buy as an impulse spend, I take that dollar amount, I move it into savings, and I screenshot the item and add it to a wish list. Now, last week I saw a workout set on Amazon that I really wanted to buy. The bottoms I think were $32 and the top was $26, so I moved $58 into my savings bucket. And I had my Nuuly that I had to return and canceled Nuuly, but there was a pair of jeans in there that I was obsessed with. I really wanted to buy them. They were $95, but I decided to add $95 into my savings bucket instead. Finally, one of my rules was if I declutter and sell something, I have to take that money and put it into my savings bucket. And so last week I had accumulation of some Facebook Marketplace sales, and I had $162 that I was able to move into my savings bucket, which was amazing. So I'd say we're off to a pretty good start this month. $530 saved is really solid. So I'm very excited to see how the rest of the month goes and how much more money I can
I'm going to attempt
save.
no spend 2026, so here are my rules. I encourage you to do this with me as well. So my first thing is no more spontaneous shopping trips. I'm only going shopping if I need something. Next one's going to be really hard. Only going to Starbucks twice a week. This might not happen, okay, but I'm putting one on there just to try. Only buy makeup products if I run out, if it's a refill. I don't need to buy my 50th blush, okay? No Uber Eats at all. I can either make something or I can just get it. No new jewelry at all. I have so much jewelry. I don't need to buy more. I might, but I don't need to. I just did a huge closet clean out, so I don't need more clothes, but we're only buying basics, which I pretty much already do, but no micro trends, and we don't need any more purses, and we don't need any more shoes. I'm gonna try to do my own hair, do my own nails, not all of the time, but most of the time. Okay, that's it, and let me know what rules you're adding to your no spend 2026. Bye.
With everything I'm including in my no spend 2026. There's some things I started in 2025. Number one is to not DoorDash. It's really so easy to pick up food. You're young, you can go do it. The only time I'll ever do it is if I'm deathly sick and I literally like cannot get up. And it goes off the last one, just not buying fast food. Extremely capable of going to the grocery store and making food. Number 3, I will not be buying makeup I already have. I already have a mascara. I don't need to go buy another one. I'm gonna wait until I'm fully out of product before I buy a new one, especially with lip products. I need to stop buying lip products. Number 4 is only buying good quality clothes. I'm not gonna buy like trendy items, like cheap clothes. I just think spending your money on good quality clothes lasts you so much longer. Number 5 is no more sorority merch. Not need to buy their DZ sweatshirt. Merch shares are literally just so good. Makes me want to buy it, but I just need to like not do what you guys are not spending your money on. We make my list longer.
Here's everything I'm including for my no spend 2026. Okay, if you know me, you know I literally love shopping. Like I cannot hold myself back when it comes to shopping. I don't know what happens, but I literally black out every time I go into a store. But I can't keep doing that. I need to have better spending habits, so here we go. Okay, first off is no buying fast food. Recently, just been spending a lot of money on fast food. It's not something I usually do, so I've been feeling really guilty about it. Like if I'm out with my boyfriend and he's like, oh, let's go get Chick-fil-A quickly, like we're gonna get Chick-fil-A. But I don't wanna be spending my own money getting fast food because it doesn't even make me feel good. Like there's no reward, you know? And the second one is no buying duplicates until I'm out of that product or about to run out of that product. I'll buy it, but it's gonna take me 2 months to finish the one I have now. So like I just don't need to be doing that. Next up is no buying clothing where the majority of it is polyester. This one I got from another girl on TikTok. Something clicked in my head and I was like, that is literally so smart because I love buying clothes. I can't not buy clothes. Like clothing that's actually made out of good material and is gonna last me longer than just buying something that's literally made out of plastic. Like, a game changer. Next up is no more workout sets. It's a bad habit of buying a new workout set because if I buy a new workout set, then I'll go work out. And then I don't even use the workout set. So no more buying workout sets until further notice. Next two kind of go hand in hand. No buying food out just because of laziness and dinner out only on special occasions. If I'm just like, I don't want to cook dinner. If I have food to cook, I'm gonna just go cook it. Like, enough said, I'm gonna go cook it. Dinner out on special occasions, it makes buying food out more rewarding and more like something to look forward to rather than going out multiple times a week. I need to stop buying food out. And this doesn't count if I'm like running late in the morning and like I'm not gonna get breakfast because I can't eat out. Like if I'm running late and I don't have time to cook breakfast, I'm gonna go get food out because I'd rather go buy food out than not eat fully. Like that's not what I'm saying. No more sorority merch. Graduating in May, so just a few months away. Sorority merch is something that gets me. Those merch packages come out, I need it. But I'm graduating. I do no more sorority merch. And the last one, no impulse buys. I have a bad habit of seeing something like, oh, it's on sale, I'm gonna buy it. Or, oh, it used to be $50 and now it's only $30, I'm gonna buy it. No, that's not how it works. If it's something that I've been wanting for a long time and it finally goes on sale, like that's different. If it's just something I see that I'm like, oh, this is such a good deal, let me buy it. No, like I don't need it. I have so much change coming in 2026. I'm graduating, I'm gonna be moving into my own apartment. I need to stop with the over-consumerism. Like it's actually getting to a point that I don't have enough room for all my stuff anymore. So I hope that this list will help me not to spend all my money on things I don't even need.
My husband and I are doing a no spend week to reset our habits for January, and this is day 3. We rotate who gets up with the kids, and my husband got up this morning, so he did their breakfast. We're off to the beach this morning, so I have my little assistant helping me make some muffins. We only had 1 egg and we needed 2, so I just made a chia egg. It's these little hacks that really show you that you can make do even when you've run out of things. Hundreds and thousands on cinnamon muffins wouldn't have been of my choice, but we pick our battles. Another coffee at home, and I feel like this is honestly saving us so much money. Every day opening up our account and seeing that it's almost the same amount of money left is so good. You guys know we recently got a new beach cart. This is how it folds out. It's so perfect for carrying all of our stuff. Someone asked me why you need a beach cart, and honestly, I don't know how I ever lived without one. Unfortunately, this is the only aftershot I got of the muffins. We were there all morning and then headed home for lunch. I had these pork dumplings from Aldi. So good and so easy because my husband's home at the moment. We do breaks where one of us is with the kids, the other one gets to do what they want. I was at the gym and then had some playtime. We are also loving the Yoto. It's been incredible. And the toy rotation has also been great, but I'll talk more about that in another video. For dinner, we just had marinated butterfly chicken, which I love. We then jumped online to do our click and collect order. We were able to save $10 this week. We took both the kids to Aldi last week and honestly, it was a nightmare. In terms of a wrap up so far, the no spend's going really well. I just had my phone plan for $25 come out today, and then the click and collect was $177.86. Only 3 charges in 3 days, which I think is
I'm trying to have a no spend 2026. I saw a girl on my For You page do this and I thought it was a really good idea, and in lieu of the new year and trying to save for a house in my 20s, I thought this would be a perfect idea for me. I've never done one of these before and I didn't really want to give up everything, so I made some exceptions. Number 1, no food delivery. I'm not going to give up like getting food because it makes me happy, but I am going to be giving up the DoorDash fees, the delivery fees, the tips, because it just adds up like an extra $15 on every purchase and it's getting a little ridiculous. So if I want something that bad, I'll just go get it. And then at that point, I feel like it's justified. Secondly, I will not be doing any nighttime purchases after 8 p.m. I feel like that becomes very impulsive and I feel like a week later, I don't really want them anymore. At that time of the night, I feel like it's just me being bored and not me actually needing something or really, really wanting something. No extra perfume. Holy shit. I literally have a whole cupboard full of Bath & Body Works perfumes that I have not gotten through in like the last 7 years. And I keep buying more because they keep coming out with extra scents, but I don't need it anymore. I don't get through them. I'm going to be stocked for the next 7 years. After that, there's no more buying them. Food ordering comes limiting food spend to 2 times a week. I feel like this is going to be really hard for me because my boyfriend and I eat out a lot, but that is such a waste of money. And I gave like $5,000 to that last year. And I think that's absolutely insane. So we're going to try to limit this to 2 times a week for date nights and things like that. Another girl talked about this and I really liked it. The 30-day waiting period for a clothing purchase. I feel like a lot of the times I buy something and I think I really want it in the moment, but then a week later I'm like, nah, like whatever. I don't really care about it. The goal with this is to give it 30 days. And if I really, really want it after that 30-day period, then it's justified. It makes sense. And I'm going to praise myself with it. I'm going to gift it to myself because I do work really hard. No extra memberships aside from what I already have. So that's my Amazon Prime, my gym membership, things like that. I don't need any extras aside if it's like from work and I end up needing that in the future. No more buying in excess. I do not need 50 of the same thing in every single color. It just makes no fucking sense. To be honest, black is all I wear anyways, so I don't need a purple, a blue, etc., etc. Last but not least, no extra makeup or skincare until it is empty. Just because it's on sale doesn't fucking matter. It's gonna take me 3 months to get out of it anyways, so I'm not buying any extras and storing it away for 5 or 6 months. Free to follow along my savings journey and let me know if you do this or if this inspired you. Thank you so much.
It's by far the best month to do a no spend because let's be for real, there's really not much happening in January. I did this challenge last year and I will tell you the hardest part about not spending is defeating that impulsive need to shop. Sometimes you don't even want to shop, you're just bored. And I am very bored right now. My best friend needs to return a few things to Zara, so I'm going along with her. It's gonna be a little difficult. I'm gonna be showing you guys just how tough it can be even for the OGs. So come along with me, let's go do it. No spending. Guys, we just got here and everything's on sale. This is a true test. Closing my eyes. Hey guys, we survived. We didn't buy anything except nasal spray. It doesn't count because it's an essential because I'm very congested. So, what's up?
Everyone, I just wanted to come on here and talk about I'm going to be doing no spend January. with the hopes that I control my spending and pay more attention to where my money's going. Good habits folding over into the rest of my year and into my life. Make this little calendar. I'm going to be tracking my spending days on this calendar. I'm going to be using different highlighters to track my days. Green will be for a day that I spend no money. Yellow for whenever I have to spend money on necessities like groceries and gas. Pink for days that I am spending unnecessary money. The goal is to have very little or none of these throughout the month. I can't go into this all willy-nilly. I need to have a good idea and expectations. So I've made a list of my goals for the month for my no spend January. First goal is no impulse buys. Like on Amazon with clothes, genuinely do not need any more clothes. That goes into one of my other ones. No new clothes. I don't need new pajamas. I definitely don't need new t-shirts. I pretty much wear the same thing every day. I wear my costume every day, and then besides that, I wear athletic wear. Eating out / no eating out. I'm only human. I'm gonna eat out every now and then. Completely cutting it out. I do want to have better habits about eating the food I have at home, but not eating out every single day. I do it limiting to like once a week. Looking at my budget, that is where a majority of my money goes, and that's not ideal. I'm not buying anything else, not trying anything else like skincare wise until I'm out of the ones that I have. I'm gonna look into my subscriptions and look and see what I don't need, if I can eliminate some subscriptions that are not necessary. Currently living in Disney and I get free admission as a cast member, so I'm just gonna focus more on doing all the free activities around me. It's January 2nd, so I have already completed the first day of No Spend January, and I'm very happy to report it was a green day. I didn't spend any money. It's just a little challenge that I'm doing for myself. Yeah, I just want to give y'all an update. I'm gonna update my calendar now with my green highlighter. My friend Jamie is doing this with me on this journey, and she also made it through her first day with a green day. Thanks for listening, and hopefully do really good at this challenge. I am a little worried, so thanks for watching.
Doing a no spend 2026. I saw someone post about it and I thought that's literally insane. How could you not buy anything for an entire year? But once I looked into it, it actually makes a lot of sense. Obviously, I would still be buying things like household items and groceries, but I don't need any more clothes, makeup, hair supplies, fragrance, body care. I have enough to last me more than a year. This video is going to show you all the stuff that I got. My back has been hurting, so it's been hard for me to do like the unboxings. But I put a lidocaine patch and a heat pack on. So I went through all the last things that I got, and then moving forward, we're not purchasing anything else. I think this is the trash can for my bathroom, which I could have gotten anyway because I needed it. Yeah, so I got this little trash can, and I'm gonna put stickers all over it because I have a bunch of stickers. I actually don't remember what this one is. Oh, I can't pull this out because it's gonna hurt my back, but this is laundry detergent for my kids. Getting to the point where it's like the embarrassing, like how much stuff I actually bought. Oh, I'm really excited. So this is my perfume, which is like one of the main things that I need to stop buying. But I got the Mimic. I got a roll-on perfume trio, and then I got a body oil collection. My mascara, I'm a diehard Tarte Cheaping mascara fan. Wait, what did it come with? Oh, okay, so I got two. I usually get one brown, one black, but this time I got a magenta and an emerald green. Then I guess it came with two of the, what are they, Maracuja Juicy Lip Oils or whatever. Ooh, and a 20% off, which I'm not gonna be able to use, unfortunately. This is a little dress for my daughter because I'm obsessed with MTV and I always get all the t-shirts, but I saw that they had this little kid's dress, so it's super cute. Yay. Got this striped sweater for work. I'm not gonna take it out, but it's super cute. And then I got this cat Halloween shirt, which I'm like obsessed with. It's like different little spooky cats. You wanna see the Halloween shirt? But yeah, that's all the stuff I got. Moving forward, we're not buying anything else. Oh, I have one more package, which I'm gonna do a review on. I'm so excited to get this, but I'll do that maybe like later today or tomorrow. But yeah, that's all. Hopefully I can make it through this journey. You guys need to keep me accountable. That's why I'm posting these videos, to stay updated and, you know, make sure that I'm not being insane and buying more stuff. Okay, that's all.
A little breakfast together while we talk about my no spend January. I just edited and uploaded my first grocery haul with my no spend January goals in mind. While I was editing that video, I realized, first of all, how much I spoil myself by like simply just grocery shopping. I literally would just like buy whatever I wanted, which period, slay, as you should. This is a pink grapefruit, it's so good. Ooh, I want some orange too, okay. But basically, even just shopping for coffee, I immediately wanted to buy like the best brand, the yummiest coffee, which yeah, that's valid, but also like the cheapest brand will do, you know? I don't know, I'm kind of like torn because also there's the sense of like trying to eat healthy and like whole foods, protein, like that stuff is expensive too. But like I was saying, I used to just like buy whatever I wanted, and that goes for more than just groceries. Like I am a major consumer and I've genuinely been like dialing everything back. I haven't spent money on anything other than groceries and like I paid my bills, you know? I'm trying to come to the conclusion of like just living a simple life and not constantly needing like the dopamine rush of like buying a new outfit or buying just like random things I don't need. Also, when I set my budget plans for this month, I realized I'm like, I don't really need to buy like deodorant, toothpaste, body wash, shampoo, because I have like so many different options. Like, why do I need a million different brands of shampoo and conditioner? So many different products just like sitting in my bathroom, and like I'm the problem. So excited that I decided to do no spend January because it's like very motivating, because every day I'm humbled and I'm like, I can't be living like this, you know? I think like long term, this is gonna be so good for me because like I said, I am a consumer. I love shopping. I always find an excuse and a justification to buy random things I don't need. Also, these oranges are so perfect. These are like homegrown from my boyfriend's mother. Perfect. These are better than store-bought oranges. Anyways, God forbid I was ever in a situation where I like didn't have an income or something like that. Like at least I can build these habits to navigate different financial eras that I might be in. I don't know, I found it easy so far to kind of like say no to myself and also to say no to plans where I know I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna want to buy stuff or like spend a ton of money on food, going out to eat and stuff like that. I think it's gonna give me a huge jump start to like just overall saving a decent amount of money this year. I'm a good saver. Like, yes, I am a good shopper, but I also am a good saver. And I learned that because I literally just did like saving $10,000 in 90 days. I ended up saving over $10,000 in 90 days. So like I am well trained in like saving money, but I think specifically this month and continuing forward, if I continue these habits of like not buying unessential things, it's gonna go so much farther. And I'm so excited about it. This orange is so good. Anyways, that is my update on my no spend January. I just think this will be so good to learn and to know. I'm like spamming no spend January. No spend January, no spend January, no spend January. I also just made cold brew at home. I'm so excited to see how this turns out. I think 2026 is the year to dial it back, reel it in, and lock in. Y'all, this citrus, this grapefruit is so good. That's everything.
2026, I've been seeing everyone just share what's on their no spend list for this year, and I have quite a list, so I thought I would share mine. I do turn 25 this year, so I really need to lock in on like my finances. I want to stop getting my nails done constantly. If you really focus and like observe how much a set costs, how much you spend like in a year, that can add up. So just in general, I want to learn how to do my nails at home. Just, it's okay to your just beauty maintenance at home. So yeah, don't feel pressured to get your nails done all the time. Just throw on some nail polish at home. You're gonna save yourself $90. Okay, I need to really stop over consuming makeup, skincare products, and hair products. I seriously have like 4 toners left from my Korea trip 2 years ago. I don't need that many toners. Like, you don't need 10 different sunscreens. Like, you just need one of each thing. As long as they do the job, you're fine. Move on. You don't have to keep repurchasing new items. So I just really want to buy items once I'm actually done using one. And the thing goes with hair products. I have so many hair products that I seriously don't even know what to use at this point because I have so many of them. Coffee mugs, water bottles, they all do the same thing, so you don't need so many of them. Uber Eats and eating out to be more mindful of how I'm spending my money and what I'm putting in my body. So stop being lazy, cook at home. Like, eating out should be a special experience. You don't have to eat out 4 times a week. Adding to that will be buying coffee. I have a bad habit of wanting to buy coffee every day. Think about it, and you add up how much you spend on buying coffee every day, you can be putting that money towards something else. Polyester is on my list because you shouldn't be paying $60 for plastic. One, it's really bad for our environment and the earth. Invest in higher quality pieces that I know will last me longer. New technology, you don't need a new phone every year. No, you don't need the newest AirPods. Technology is constantly being shoved in our faces. We don't need all of this new technology. No ma'am, pick up a book. Supplements, I feel like especially on TikTok, you're constantly being flooded with videos on like it girls and the supplements that they take and this and that. No, I fell into that last year and I had so many different supplements that I seriously never even took. I take the same 3 every day and that's all I need. If I am going to be buying supplements, I want to actually do my research on it and make sure it's going to benefit me and there's science to back it up. Not just purchasing it because a very beautiful influencer on my screen is telling me that it did wonders for her, but yet again, the video is sponsored and she just has good genetics. Hair tools, same thing. I am so guilty at buying every new hair tool that you will see on the market. And I'm not lying to you guys. First of all, I don't do my hair. And if I do, it's the same 2 styling tools. Holiday decor. I love going to like Marshalls and Home Goods and TJ Maxx and walking around. And then there I go buying the most random holiday decor, like holiday towels and like holiday soap and this and that. You don't need to spend money on those things. You literally use them for literally like a month or 2 and then you either throw it away or you shove it in a box, and by the time next year comes around, you go to the store again and buy new holiday decor. Why are we spending our money like this? Notebooks and planners. I literally have a stack of notebooks and like notepads and like planners that I have that are untouched, that I've had for years, that I just never fill up. If I use them, I use 2 pages and that's it. So I have so many books. Like, that is so unnecessary. The last thing that is going to be a little hard for me, but then it's not. Luxury items. Clearly, if you go into my videos and scroll, you know that I'm a big splurger when it comes to luxury items. I don't want to do that this year. I'd rather put that money towards investing. Just because you can afford it doesn't mean you should be buying it. Probably add more to this list as the year goes, but I really sat and thought about the things that I usually spend more money on, and that's what came to mind. So yeah, I hope we can all be a little more financially responsible and just smarter with where we're putting our money this year. I want to hear what's on your no spend list of 2026.